Not the ending you guys envisioned, but you still have to be pretty proud of the season. 5 straight Lone Star Conference tournament champions and a deep run into the second round of the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, DJ, you're right. It's always tough when it comes to that. It's just it's over. When it's over, it's over, and it's it's really tough to handle. I think maybe one thing that's a little bit easier this year is we didn't have any seniors, and when it's a senior and you're done with your career and you're moving on, it's can be really tough. But I don't think that makes it any easier. We had a lot of tears in the locker room, and it was a great year. 29 wins. I don't know if that's probably might be the most in the Lone Star Conference this year. I'm not sure. Lubbock might have had more, but anytime you can have 29 wins in a season and the 5 in a row, like you said, is great. And we lost to a good Black Hills State team. It was unfortunate. It was a very physical game. We couldn't get our guys loose. The freedom of movement just wasn't there for us, and we didn't make some shots that we normally make. I don't know if we were a little bit. Our conference is tough, and not to say that RMAC is not tough, because RMAC's travel is very tough as well. But we went. I think that trip down to St. Mary's took a lot out of us. I think going over to the conference tournament takes a lot out of you. We played 3 really good teams in 4 days, and it was tough. We're very fortunate to win that tournament. It was fun going over there, and we really like it. I wish we could play that maybe a little bit earlier, so we have a little more rest getting ready for the regional. But again, I give all the credit to Black Hills State. Their coaching staff did a great job, and we just came up a little bit short. And it's really unfortunate to see 2 RMAC teams in the championship game tomorrow night. I was hoping it would be us in Lubbock or us in Kingsville, two Lone Star Conference teams, but they earned it, and we'll have to get ready for next year.
You have a lot of guys, like you said, returning back. What did they learn the most out of playing against Black Hills, or what did you kind of notice where they can grow and improve?
Well, I think they really beat us up inside, and we had really no answer for the Scott kid. Number one, he was a handful, and they have 5 guys that can kind of shoot it. I don't think Cisse was the best shooter, but the rest of their guys could really shoot it, so they really spread us out. They took advantage of that, and I don't think we played a great defense. I think maybe we were too concerned about them knocking down threes, or we just didn't have a lot in the tank, and I think that could be it too. I mean, Julius Brown played so hard against Angelo, and they went after him, and Zach played so hard, and Larry played so hard, and Hayden, and all the guys, right down Dalen. It takes a lot out of you playing in the Lone Star Conference all year long. You beat up on each other, and it kind of shows towards the end of the season. I wish we would have been a little bit fresher, but they were very physical, and they played a really good game. They played a pretty clean game. They didn't take many threes, but I think they shot almost 50% from the 3-point line, and they shot over 60% from the field in the first half. So, it's when they're shooting that percentage, you got to really play well, and you got to really click. And I think our defense was a really bright spot this year, but it wasn't in this game. And it just, when 2 good teams play like that, one's going to win, one's going to lose. And unfortunately, we came out on the wrong end this time.
And Coach, you talked about obviously, and piggybacking that, just sophomores, juniors. What's it like to not only finish the way that you guys did with 29 wins, but to know that you still have a lot of great talent coming back next year?
Yeah, you're exactly right. We do have a lot of talent coming back. You're always, as a coach, you're always wondering if who's going to come back, who's not going to come back, and we'll have those talks later in the year here. And we've got spring break right now, and our guys are off, but then we'll start practicing in a couple weeks. NCAA lets us practice. We really haven't practiced much in the last few years because we've always had a really deep run. We gave our guys a little extra time off, but we will have some practices coming up, and we'll find out who's coming back and who isn't. And there might be some guys that want to test Division I. There might be some guys that want to go somewhere else, maybe closer to home. We had some guys leave last year. I was hoping that wouldn't. That kind of surprised me. We had some that left that it wasn't a surprise. And so we'll see what happens this year. And I hope everybody comes back. I hope all 13 guys come back. If they do, we're going to have a very good team. We've got a couple freshmen coming in already, and we're looking to add maybe 1 or 2 more to maybe get to 15 again. I think 15 is a good number to have, but it all just depends on who we have coming back and what positions, what needs we have to fill our squad for next year.
What's your biggest takeaway from this season?
Biggest takeaway is probably our guys. I think our guys had a lot of guts all season long. We had some COVID issues. Everybody did. Don't get me wrong. Everybody did. But we had some COVID issues that probably cost us a game or two. And then our scheduling issues, that probably cost us maybe a game or two. But we played our full schedule. And I'm proud of our guys for doing that. I'm proud of our administration for encouraging us to do that. And I think it's something that's the right thing to do. And not kind of play around with, okay, let's see if we can beat this team. We're not going to schedule this team. Hey, let's go play everybody. And we played everybody at home that we were supposed to. We played everybody on the road that we were supposed to. I think that makes a big, it's a big deal. I do not enjoy going to Kingsville 10 hours away. I do not enjoy going to Western New Mexico 8 hours away to play those games. Those are tough games to play. I don't care how good they are or how bad they are. Those are really tough games. And so, to go play those games, and I give our guys a lot of credit, and I think it's something where, Larry Wise, Julius Brown, they've never been in those gyms. Now next year, when we go back to those venues, they're going to have a little better sense of what's going on, what's it going to be like. But we had some great wins this year. I mean, we had a lot of fun. Even the loss at St. Mary's, I'll tell you what, our guys played so hard, and I was so proud of them. I was so proud of them in that game, and that was a loss. And so when you have that, and when you can be around great young men like we had on our team this year, it was a great season. And again, 29 wins, 5 in a row. I don't think there's too many coaches in the country that would give that up.